everyone. It's not very often that I start a new video at night time, but we are actually going to put the Christmas tree up tonight, hopefully, all things well. It's already quite late, well, late for me because 8 o'clock is my bedtime, or has been for the past few months. But yeah, I think it's about, maybe it's about 7:30. Louis just on his way home now, and then hopefully he'll get all of the bits out of the extension room upstairs. But yes, we're planning on putting probably just one tree up today. It is a little bit earlier than I would normally put it up, but Louis is potentially working next weekend, and yeah, I just wanted to get it up. So I think we're going to just do the tree in the living room, because the other tree is actually at my dad's house because he used it last year when obviously we didn't have the space for 2 trees, but this year we do. So yeah, I'll probably do the other tree maybe tomorrow or another day, but the main focus is to get the main tree up in the living room. So yeah, this is like my favourite video, my favourite time of year, favourite thing to do. I'm just cooking tea at the moment. We've just been to our friend's house to see their new little baby girl, so I'll wait until Louis gets home, he'll get all of the bits down, and then we'll get cracking with the tree. So tree is up. I've popped in some of the little like stems that I got a few years back just to sort of fill the tree out a little bit, because I don't love this tree. It's a 7-foot tree, but it's definitely not big enough. But I just don't think that we can justify buying a brand new tree this year just because we want to. Maybe it's in a few years time, but obviously this one does the job. So yeah, I've got my phone and everything set up because you'll have probably seen by now our pregnancy announcement video, so that's what we're filming tonight. So yeah, just ignore the phone, but this is how the tree is looking. So this is our bits and bobs. So I always do like a red and gold tree, this sort of like dark red burgundy colour. This is my favourite ever colour. So yeah, this main tree is always just traditional sort of deep reds and golds. So that's what this box is. The tree for the kitchen, like I mentioned, it's still at my dad's house. We'll have to go and get that maybe tomorrow. But we actually used to do that tree blue because our bar stools are blue, and yeah, we sort of had like a blue theme in our old house. However, I'm not really feeling the blue anymore, so I might, sorry, my battery died, but as I was saying, I might nip to B&M tomorrow and see if I want to get another garland, because we've got a garland here on this mantelpiece, which I can't remember where I got this garland from, but it's actually a really nice garland. But I want one for this like mantle above here. I think a big garland on there will just look so Christmassy. So yeah, I want to get another garland if I can from somewhere. And I also want to get like a, you know, sort of like the wicker like basket tree skirts. I want to get one of them, well, at least one for this tree, maybe one for the kitchen tree, but I do have just like a fabric tree skirt that I can use for the tree in the kitchen. But yeah, I might also see if I can just get some different coloured baubles rather than the blue. Just like a box, you know, the big boxes from B&M and stuff that you can get of just sort of like plain baubles, and maybe just do a bit of a like mixture of colours on that tree. The tree for the kitchen is like a what's it called, like a flocked white, like frosted sort of tree, and it's quite white. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, this is the main tree really in here, and like I say, we'll do the other one hopefully this weekend at some point, but I'll probably include it in this video anyways, otherwise it'll be quite a short video because all I need to do is put the baubles on and I'm pretty much done. But yeah, this is my box of baubles to go on this tree. I'm just gonna pop all the baubles on now, and we've got a few other little bits. This is like one of my favourite things from my childhood. Every year when I open the box and I see this, it just makes me so excited. But this is what we had as kids. We had it at home, and it's basically like, well, it's a, what's it called, Christmas box of books, and it's basically like an advent book sort of thing. So for each day of December you get one of these teeny tiny little books, and we used to read them every year, and it's just got a little story in. But I used to absolutely love it, and I still love it to this day. It's such a like nostalgic thing. But yeah, I'm gonna get these baubles on the tree. The next day, I can't remember what I actually filmed yesterday because I feel like there was just a lot going on. It was quite late by the time we were actually doing the tree, and obviously, like I mentioned, we were sort of like mainly filming our little like pregnancy announcement reel thing that we just put on like Instagram and stuff. So that was like the main reason why we were sort of doing the tree. So as soon as we'd like filmed that, I just cleared away everything, and it was about 11 o'clock, so it was late for me. But this is how the tree is looking in the living room. You can't really see it very well, to be honest, and obviously there's no lights on or anything. I've just ordered some tree skirts, 2 tree skirts from Dunelm. So I wanted to go to B&M because I can remember seeing them last year maybe, or a couple of years ago, like the wicker sort of basket tree skirts. But when I actually looked on like the B&M website and the Dunelm website, Dunelm was cheaper. So I've ordered 2 for like click and collect, so they're ready now. We're just gonna have some dinner and then head over to like Dunelm, B&M, probably nip into Asda. I'm gonna see if I can get some different baubles like I mentioned for the tree in the kitchen. We still don't have the tree. I need to nip to my dad's. We might do that this afternoon if we've got time to just grab that tree. But we probably won't put that up today. We've got all of Louis' family coming around tonight, so maybe tomorrow I might get that tree up. But I'm thinking of going for sort of like a gold, like taupe brown type vibe on that tree in the kitchen, because like I mentioned, it is like a snowy tree and it's very white. So yeah, I'll probably just do maybe a little bit of like the sort of deep burgundy reds as well, because that is my favourite colour, like this sort of colour. I've just had little Christmassy nails done as well, which are looking very cute and festive. So yeah, that is our plan for the afternoon anyways. I'll show you the tree skirts when we get back and anything else that we pick up from the shops. So we have been to Dunelm, B&M and the Range. So we did get the little like wicker tree skirts from Dunelm. So this is how this one looks in the living room. I'll show you in the daylight tomorrow as well. And I just got 2 of the same one. So this is like the walnut colour. I don't know how well you'll really be able to see it, but it's just like a dark brown. And I'm just doing this tree now. So this is just like a 6 foot sort of like snowy flocked tree. Let me go around this way. I've just popped it here. I was going to put it in this corner, but I just kind of felt a little bit like, I don't know, like it's a little bit tucked away. If like we don't really spend much time when it's just me and Louis on a night like sat in this bit. So I feel like if it's in that corner, like if you're over in the kitchen, I don't know, like you can see it, but I've just put it here for now. Obviously if I decide to move it then I will, but we've got Louis' family coming round any minute now, so I'm just putting up this tree, seeing how far I get. Obviously I need to put lights and everything on this one. This one isn't pre-lit like our living room one is, but yeah, that's what I'm doing with this tree. We also got some little bits from B&M and from the Range. So these are just some baubles that I got from B&M, which are sort of like green and gold. I don't know how well you can see them. And then these ones are like, let me stick the big light on so you can see. These ones are sort of like very, very deep red slash brown. The more of a chocolate brown colour, which is sort of the vibe that I wanted to go with. And there's the green ones. And then we just got some of these little like acorn things just to fill it out. And I'll see what gold baubles I've got left from the living room tree. We also got this garland, which is very, very cute. I didn't actually realise initially when we picked it up that it had the lights, but it worked perfectly for up here. I wanted a nice big garland and I wanted lights as well, so obviously I initially planned on just adding my own lights, but this one came with lights. So this is just sort of snowy and it's got some like big acorns on it there. I don't know how well you can see that, but I just feel like I needed a garland for above here, otherwise it just wouldn't have felt Christmassy enough for me. So, oh, we also got these baubles as well from the Range. Put the big light on again. So again, these are sort of like dark brown, like chocolatey brown. I kind of wanted to avoid sort of white baubles and stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna crack on decorating this tree while I wait for everyone to arrive. New day. Apologies for the fact that I just feel like I literally wear the same clothes in every single video, but I'm definitely struggling with clothes at the moment and like what to fit into. I mean, obviously when we've been doing the renovations, my like weekend uniform has always just been leggings and a jumper or a hoodie or anything that, it doesn't matter if I get it mucky, dusty, whatever. But even now that like the renovations have sort of calmed down a little bit, I'm still just stuck in leggings and a jumper because that is pretty much all that like fits me at the moment. But I'm kind of like holding off buying lots of new clothes because I feel like I'm at the awkward in-between stage of sort of like having a little bit of a belly, but obviously not quite enough to be buying full-on maternity clothes. I just feel like I need things in a bigger size. But yeah, the longer I can just go with, like, before buying new things, the better. So I'm just sort of wearing like the same leggings and the same jumpers on rotation at the moment, but that is what it is. Yeah, it is now a new day. It's Sunday. Sorry about the washing machine in the background, but I didn't actually end up properly decorating this tree last night. Obviously we had everyone round and then it's just like busy. So I got the lights on. I actually ended up putting a whole set of lights on this tree and then taking them off and putting different ones on, because I've got a set of lights that we got years ago when we first like bought all of our Christmas things for our old house, and I have always put them on this tree, but it's a set of 1,000 lights. I think it's 1,000, and it's just too much for this tree. I mean, I love like a twinkly light, but the set is just too big for this tree, and I end up having to like wrap it round loads of times or try and put loads at the back of the tree to, like, I don't know, just hide some of the lights in a way. And that set, the set of 1,000, the actual wire is black or like a really dark green, which obviously is great for a green tree, but this tree is very white. So because there's so many lights and a lot of like wire, you can just see all of the black and it just doesn't look great. So I ended up taking all of that set off and putting on these ones that we've got, which are much more subtle. They look a lot better. The only issue with these ones is it's 2 separate sets of lights, and when you first switch them on, like switch the plugs on, they come on like flashing, so then you have to press the button loads of times to set the lights, so you have to do that twice. But I mean, not the end of the world at all. It was more Louis that was like, oh no, just use the other ones, because the other set are just you know, just sort of like a stagnant light. They don't flash or anything basically. So yeah, anyway, I've got the lights on. I'm just gonna start putting some of the decorations on now and making it look all pretty. We absolutely love these tree skirts as well. Even Louis keeps saying how much better these make the trees look, and like they really do. They just look so much more expensive and like realistic in a way, especially this one in here, because this tree isn't, I mean, both of them are just cheap trees from Asda, but just having this tree skirt underneath just makes it look so much fancier. So yeah, that is my plan for the morning. Anyways, I'm going to do a little bit more tree decorating, and then we've got a few bits and bobs to do today. Louis' sister is going back to Sweden, so we'll nip around and see them in a bit, say our goodbyes, and then I'll probably just potter for the rest of the day. So this is tree number 2, pretty much finished, I think. I feel like there's just a nice amount on there. It's not too busy. I'm actually really happy with how it's come together. Obviously we've gone a little bit more sort of like natural brown, green tones on this tree to match in with the rest of this room, which I think it does perfectly. I'm actually really happy with how this has come together. Even Louis was saying yesterday, when we used to do this tree, I feel like it never really looked, Louis's word was tacky. He said he always thought it looked tacky, and we used to do it sort of blue and silver, which, I mean, this is a gorgeous blue. Obviously it matches our bar stools perfectly, but I do just feel like this suits like this room and the theme of just the house in general a little bit more. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this has turned out. I'm just going to tidy some bits away, hang some washing up. I've just popped the oven on to do a sausage sandwich because they seem to be my favourite thing at the moment. I had one yesterday as well, but I'm just going to have that for my dinner. And yeah, just spend the rest of the day pottering around. I don't know how long this video has been. Probably not very long, to be honest, because I feel like I've just been picking the camera up like in between busyness of doing other things. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed watching us get the house all Christmassy. I'm so glad like the kitchen and just this room in general is sort of all put back together. I don't know whether I've already mentioned, but our plumber should hopefully be coming around today to pop the radiators back on in this room, because that's the only thing that we've been missing. So we've had the heating on everywhere else, but this back room just takes quite a while to heat up, and it's never really warm in here. But yeah, it's just been so nice to like sort of host, and we've got loads of nice plans over the next few weeks of like people coming round and just being able to enjoy like the house a little bit more, because although we've done a lot, we've definitely done well for sort of our situation within our means. Like this house, like I've mentioned 100 times, was always a long-term renovation job. This is the first year, I mean we've only been here for 2 years, but this is the first year that we can actually enjoy the space and like have people around and stuff. And then probably after this year I would expect that we'll be having Christmases here with the little baby and our families, and yeah, it'll just be all loveliness. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next video.